Australia plans to accelerate missile production for export to the United States and other countries, emphasizing joint military exercises. Amid a joint US-Australia military drill, the search for a crashed Australian Army helicopter crew paused. The missile agreement aims to deepen military cooperation and counter a more assertive China. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin meet Australian officials to discuss security cooperation. The deal expands collaboration on advanced technology, including hypersonic missiles and quantum computers. The U.S. supports fast-tracking licensing for missile production starting in 2025. 5 people were injured in a shooting in Rainier Beach, Seattle. The incident occurred during a community outreach meeting near the former King Donuts parking lot. 2 victims were critical, and 3 were stable, with 4 taken to Harborview Medical Center. Seattle Police Chief Adrian Diaz expressed concern for victims targeted during outreach efforts. Mayor Bruce Harrell highlighted the need to address gun violence in the diverse area. Numerous shell casings were found at the scene. Former President Donald Trump and Ron Desantis, both running for the 2024 Republican presidential nomination, appeared together at an Iowa event. Trump criticized DeSantis, urging voters not to support him. Despite facing fresh criminal charges, Trump's lead over DeSantis remains strong, while other Republican contenders struggle to gain traction. DeSantis and rivals have not effectively countered Trump's frontrunner position, with polls showing Trump leading by approximately 30%, and the clock ticking for competitors to challenge his nomination. President Joe Biden publicly acknowledges his granddaughter, Navy, for the first time, describing it as a family matter. Hunter Biden's legal issues brought attention to the situation. The Bidens want what's best for Navy and respect her privacy. The matter was contentious until recently, but now the parents are working on a way forward. The Bidens support Hunter in London in figuring things out for their daughter's well-being. Ron DeSantis seeks a comeback in the Republican presidential race, but historical data shows such turnarounds are rare. Past examples like McCain's 2008 primary win offer a glimmer of hope, but DeSantis faces a massive polling deficit behind Trump. His favorability has also suffered during the campaign. The odds are stacked against him, as voters have tended to stick with frontrunners in recent times. Former President Trump has pushed back against the new criminal charges brought against him by the DOJ, claiming they pertain to security tapes handed over to investigators. The charges include obstruction of justice, involving Trump, his aide Walt Nauta, and Mar-a-Lago maintenance worker Carlos de Oliveira. Despite facing 40 counts in the probe, Trump remains the frontrunner in the 2024 Republican primary and asserts he won't end his campaign if convicted. The trial is set for May next year. The National Weather Service downgraded the excessive heat warning to a heat advisory, but heat indexes may still exceed 105 degrees. Scattered strong storms are expected in the afternoon, providing relief from the heat. Temperatures could reach mid to upper 90s. A cold front will bring cooler conditions, with mid to upper 80s expected tomorrow. Showers or storms are possible tonight, followed by a more comfortable Sunday with highs in the mid-80s. Germantown residents are still concerned about the water despite the advisory being lifted. Some report a lingering smell from their pipes, prompting precautionary measures. The city has asked those experiencing odors to limit water usage to flushing toilets and is actively flushing and testing main lines. Residents are urged to contact customer service with concerns, but some express dissatisfaction with relying on a sniff test for safety. Individuals are taking additional steps, such as using carbon filters and conducting private water tests. President Biden approves a new weapons aid package to Taiwan worth up to $345 million, including 4 MQ-9A reconnaissance drones, despite China's objections. Congress granted up to $1 billion in weapons aid to Taiwan, but specific details of the package remain undisclosed. China considers Taiwan its province and demands the U.S. halt weapons sales. Taiwan appreciates the security commitment while asserting its independence. U.S. officials emphasize the need for accelerated aid delivery to Taiwan and its defense capabilities. The remains of a German mountain climber who vanished in 1986 while hiking near Switzerland's Matterhorn have been discovered as melting glaciers reveal bodies and objects thought to be lost. DNA analysis identified the missing climber. Climate change's impact on glaciers has led to more findings of missing climbers. Swiss glaciers experienced a record melt rate, exposing long-buried terrain and bodies. Scientists warn that even with climate targets, half of the world's glaciers could disappear by the century's end, affecting freshwater supply and contributing to sea level rise.